Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. But he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to go deep for count. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Chris Conley, 81 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now out come the Bills. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 55 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, already down 2 touchdowns here. The first half, this becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
734.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bruce Irvin. in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Allen. And he gets it to Funchess complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
734. 93. 93. 637.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Now the try here for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey. Check. Yo, Chief.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Get down. Wide 85. Go. Get set.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now Carr. And Davis has it over the middle. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
12 jumbo. Raider 9.
Carr gives it off to Washington. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
29.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. That's Njoku over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Njoku, 55 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it home. Oh, this is blocked. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
We got 4. Down. Blue 80. 24. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. Go, Chief.
Now Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
694. Check. Go, Chief. You got 56 there. Express. Go. Get set.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Carr to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Throwing now is Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Richard on the toss. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Allen swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Funchess with a catch over the middle. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Funchess, 44 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
734. 618. Raider 2.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Now, 280. 24. You got 56 there. 93. 618. Go, go. Get set, get set.
Shotgun now for Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
7:34.
Carr now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Get set. 180. 29. 29. 618. Let 5-man box. Hey. Go now. Mike, 50.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
618. 637. 694. I'm coming. Go. Check, go get him. Purdue. 53, check 53.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Allen now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch it now, Barney.
Allen. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him. And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say, you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right
29.
at the 30.
29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
Express. Down. 280. 637.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
694. Hey.
Motion.
From the gun, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's French. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Carr now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Monday, down. 185. 808. Deuce right.
To throw, it's Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Carr. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. So out comes the field goal team once more. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
24. Down. 180. Go. Get set. 618.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Allen to throw on second down. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Detroit! Over!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Breaks through the contact. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Get down! 180! 734. Yeah, 98's down. 58, 98. Hey!
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's French. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Carr now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
694. Get down, get down. 180.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. On 2nd down, Washington. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
We're good, we're good.
So that'll back him up 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So Allen's going to look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Now Allen. He goes underneath to Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
694. You got 56 there.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Down. 180. 637. But 5-man box. Go, go. Get set, get set.
Back to throw. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Get down. 185. 808. Low, low, low. 637. That's it.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign week 1. As a fan of the NFL,